from the Honest Bunch podcast, you would observe that the controversial questions are always asked by Nedu for two purposes, possibly.
Instead it be sleep, let it be hate, let it degrade, let it be deep. Some others should weep, some others should keep the memory of the way that I died. And maybe.
Okay, once again, we are here on the Testament podcast, and we just want to say one or two things about some things on the trend. Really, I want to do this. One of my guy who happens to be a great supporter of the Testament podcast said, you don't get followers, you don't get. You know the trend for any social media. Why you don't want to talk about something with the trend? So that maybe because of say you talk about something with the trend, you to go trend too. I say, well, not true though. Although the reason why the Testament podcast came to being is not basically for us to trend in such ways. Although one way or the other, God goes to make person trend, but we have a mission. There's something we want to. There's a message and a perspective. There's a direction we are taking and want to achieve. So let's see how we break down this thing I want to talk about the VeryDarkMan, VDM NEDU and DEEONE. I want to just talk about it from the way I to understand them. Make I look whether I still use this one to trend. You never can tell. But even if I not trend, me still there on the record say, I still say one or two things when I understand how it goes. So this is the angle I'm going to take it from. First of all, I'm just going to kind of give one or two breakdown regarding how the podcast setup there about. I want to drive on from that point. Then I'll talk about them individually. So that is how I want to do it. Then I want to just see how we fit in Mariam based on information when I feel gather with this short period of time. Okay, first of all, why I want to do this breakdown of podcast settings and regarding to guests when they come podcasts or come shows like that, which I happen to have day podcast here so now. So how I to understand what they do in anticipating for a guest on the show. So I want to just take them from angle. I just want to use on this medium to roll out I would say it misinformation when Mr. Nigeria gave as in regards to his appearance to the Honest Bunch podcast. The podcast happens to be one of the best podcasts in Nigeria, and also it is a good thing though. Now, what's even my direction in regards to that? Mr. Niger, who I think his name is Ugochukwu Onwokolo, Mr. Niger, also a big brand. What he talk about his appearance based on say DEEONE and VeryDarkMan, they trend on social media, every social media. And okay, now this is how the podcast is set up. My podcast or this podcast, the Testament podcast, is a new podcast, but I to an extent I have some one or two ways one believe say the sector podcast deep, because podcast is totally different from a content creation stuff when you just carry your ring light and a camera and you do a recording. It's totally different from that. A podcast one day like say you get a channel, a TV channel, you get such a setup. So everything the way you want to do regards to the guests coming in, a question or topics on and I want to relate on must be a form of like saying journalism. You must brief your guest on what you want to talk about. I think that is from all the podcasts I've watched, which I learned one or two from. You must pre-inform your guests. You want to invite your guests. Now you want your guests come your show. So I did it in this kind of breakdown. I called it ITT. Interest, traffic, and trends. I want to explain them. I just call them like this. I just call them. So ITT. So I would break it down in this way and in this form. Is interest is basically the podcast totally different because number one, you got I believe say anything when needs to trend or make wave, it comes in this light. Now you pay attention to what is interesting when you know say na byproduct when the people go one enjoy, go one look for, like you go look within the happen in the society, and you find something you want to talk about in relation to within the happen for the society. That is one. Interest can also be based on, okay, you want talk about one thing, and based on say you want to talk about one thing, you got to get a guest when get a lot of information about that thing when you want to talk about, and maybe that thing has something when you know say go see build interest for the people. And also might move over to traffic. It has to be interested enough for you to draw traffic, for it to make people want to come to your page. I know all those things, although say my podcast never blew, but I just know these steps. You have to build a traffic, because the beauty about making funds online is your traffic determines a lot about the growth of your podcast one, or your channel, or wherever place you are in social media. It's the traffic is very, very important. One, the traffic is your views. Now your traffic not be your views. The amount of traffic when you feel amount will determine the number of views when you go get. So now anything when you want treat on in regards to podcast, I'm not too I don't really know whether this also plays when it comes to content creators and comedy and other stuff. Everybody they are on different play and angle. But what if you say your views are so important, because now your views now be your monetization. Now your views don't want to make money. The more views their platform you find yourself or you'll be, the more views your amount will determine the more money you will make. And also companies and brands, they look at views. So this guy, they trend anytime. Sorry, I don't want to put trend now, but I don't want to use the word trend, because I want to talk about trend separately. Now this guy, when they do this particular content, or when they do this stuff, it always get views. And before you get views, let's make him an ambassador, or let's do one or two with him business wise. Now when it comes to trending, you also want to relate that topic in a way that it will allow your content to trend, also create room for you to trend, and also create room for whatever thing you're discussing to trend. So what you try to do with podcast, I think this comes to podcasts specifically, is you kind of ask questions that might be controversial, that might have a controversial nature, and also you want to trend. And so because you want to trend, you go ask questions or relate topics when we say go they very relevant for a period of time, or people go to talk about you for a period of time, because you need to be talked about for a long period, or you need to be talked about every day for you to gain traffic. Because when the longer period people talk and discuss about you, the more people want to click on your channel and see what you have. So it gets more drive into your channel. As a result, you're trending, and the trending, they give you traffic. The traffic, they give you more funds and more exposure. Then so the topic has to be interesting. But to me though, I know really today that this is the general ways I want to put on. So now the general ways when all these things say they trend, or how they say they come to get this thing. But I mean not today pay attention. Man, okay, let's leave about my own side. That's not my business whether I don't pay attention. Not anybody's business. If I just happens to have a direction of what we want to do with the Testament podcast. So let's go with this now. Why I state all these facts now, just to say the Mr. Niger Ugochukwu Nwokolo came out and say Nedu was being manipulative, to give him restrictions regards to topic when they want to talk about, or try to pull what's there and say, okay, we'll talk about this thing, we'll talk about this thing. The truth is, I have had a lot of guests on this show, but I think I have posted like 3 or 4 or 3 guests, and I don't have discussion with everyone, but because of maybe waiting one or two things, I couldn't post those episode. One thing I observe is you have to. Those things are things. They are like guidelines. They are like alpha, because there are a lot of things you really want to talk about. To streamline now, based on the time factor, when you don't put to talk about that thing, or so many other factors when you go playing, you have to give direction to. There are a lot of reasons why you have to do that for your guest. One of the reasons why you have to do that for your guest is, you know, go bad, you know, go make sense. Say your guest will come on the show and the topic one or two want relate on. Do they relate that topic with that guest based on assumption, meaning that if you say because of the position when this guest hold in the society or maybe wherever feeds when of endeavor where that person come from, you believe say that person get that information. So if you can't ask that question, you can't say the person don't know himself, don't know book or don't know one thing. So with the podcast, because the podcast you are relating to that person to a particular topic. So because you want to discuss, like you want to talk about medicine or nutrition, you invite nutritionist. So you know basically, so now that anything when they relatable to nutrition, now I want to talk about. When I feel diversify, bend, too many things on I want to, but when I make sure saying that circle of feed, that circle now today. That means now they talk every topic when they treat, they get connection with nutrition. So stuff like that. So more would disbug that information. I just believe say Mr. Niger just define way to trend, which a normal thing when you want to do if you really want to make funds. But the truth is, in the podcast, you pre-form and you give questions to your guests. It helps your guests to prepare themselves. It helps your guests to embroider their scope of knowledge. It helps the guests to it guides the guests not to come to talk things we're not supposed to talk about. That is one. So if as a guest I'm coming to your show and you tell this, talk this, we're going to talk about this, we're going to talk about this, and you look say you reason and like say, okay, I don't think these are topics I would really want to talk about, then why would you not relate it to the guy? Say, Alpha, and I'm going to talk about this topic. I don't really need to talk about this guy. Say coerce you or he manipulates you. Guy like you, big mind, put gun for your head, he put knife for your neck. So I don't want to dwell on that guy too much, man. I just want to cut all those sides when you follow up they did the story, because they're not supposed to do the storyline. So let's go to that's for the podcast issue. So the Mr. Niger not really get anything I want to talk. I just say just the talk and based on saying maybe a one trend. Okay now. Okay, what I don't talk about now. Okay. Traffic, interest and trends. Okay. Now let's maybe put focus on NEDU, DEEONE, and VDM, the VeryDarkMan. Okay. The storyline, because of that, the guy happens to be a great supporter, and he needs me to trend. So he wants me to get a lot of views because he believes say I get direction or we get what he want try to achieve with this platform. So I just have to do this. I do not be forced though. Okay. Now the storyline is DEEONE went to the Honest Bunch and said a lot of things. Now I don't give us breakdown so we don't understand the concept behind podcast. Say the guests get knowledge of what they want to discuss. So not be say they catch them unaware. No, I don't agree. If you don't want time, you don't want to, you not do, and they know they cut you. So every topics when the Honest Bunch podcast and DEEONE and the other guests that was there talk about that topics when they don't already know about, they don't agree. So, okay, we'll talk about this, we'll treat this topic. So that is just it. Let's rule that one out. Okay, man, just talk about the other guy that came with DEEONE. Also, that guy now see like person when once he find way make the true pity on him. Like he had a lot of misbalance of information as he talk. Like the first time when I just watched the Honest Bunch podcast, I watched the interview. So okay, let me watch and see the discussion. What was the discussion about? The guy just counterized himself with a lot of disinformation and misinformation, like accusing a brand. When for Big Brother house, if the winner come out, it take 2 weeks, 3 weeks to 4 weeks for him to start getting the things where they don't promise them. And they talks about the time you went there 2015, you came out, they didn't give you the car on time, they didn't give you the 7.5 million on time, this on Apple, you suffer in that space when they wait for the money, when they deny you of the money, you went to you were living in a so place, then you moved to a jar, you were suffering, you were this, you were that. When I heard it at the beginning, the way it came in, I was like, wow. I think Zamster Monster and Nigeria and Idol. I say, man, all these people again, always trying one way or the other to take advantage of the vulnerability in Nigerians, and which is commonly known, which everybody know that politician does it, public officer that does it. Anyone when get the opportunity to be above any other person, they always do the same thing. You want to take advantage of anyone who is below you. It is in every sector of the society. So I thought maybe now that same brand. So when one of the questions kind of like, how long did it take from when you came out of the house to when you had the car and the money? You say a month. Like 30 days? In 30 days? So in 30 days, so many things play for your life. You move from there to there, you do this, like you do this. Now you came out from this thing, you are not bigger. Like, man, bro, not be so now. Not be so, you not try. Like, I don't want to talk about this because the way I talk now, you will like say I support the brands. But let's break it down. There are 2 things that I found out about reality show, which we all know, which is obvious. Like in Big Brother Nigeria, if they say the winner was going home with 100 million naira, it simply means a lot of things. And they're going to give you a breakdown of how the 100 million naira be. That, okay, this is how it plays. We're going to give you a cash of 40 million. The car won't give you now 40 million. That's the value of the car. Then we'll give him a record deal or one thing, 20 million. And that's the breakdown of the 100 million. So now you don't already get it, and everybody watching don't already get the idea. Say, okay, this is how this money is split. It's split in 3 parts. The cash, raw cash, now 40 million. So if in 2015 a reality show made a promise to you that the winner goes home with 7.5 million naira, and also at that time that it was 7.5 million naira, I think the previous Nigeria Idol, maybe the winner will receive lesser amount, because one thing I've done observe about these reality shows or programs, as they achieve next season, they try to add small value to the previous amount. Like if the first one when they do before was 6 million, maybe the next season they will add like 500,000 or a million naira, just to change the balance for the money, so that people go see, okay, this is what they try. You get us so now. So if that's a fact and factual, we also know that in reality show, if you've been promised 7.5 million, it means it's a totality of everything that will be given to you, from record label to car to the actual amounts that you'll be given. We know that. So you calling out the brand does not make sense. As in, no sense. You're not supposed to do that, man. If you find other ways to trend, but you calling out the brand don't make sense. From your own explanation and weighing out all the information you release on air, it not get balance. Now, balance sheet you just release, you just contradict yourself in various ways. See, it is high time that we start placing values to things that have values, that things that are not, when not get better roots. Values on the effect of what I'm doing today has consequences, and also that, guy, anything when you do, may you know say now you do and it gets repercussion. And that, you see, maybe now old age they worry me, I can't tell, probably, But there are some things I just come to start realizing right now, and they make me like the things where they put value on before previously. I know if they put values on them, those things, even if those things are so needful. Like, how long are you going to live for? Just ask yourself that. You're not even sure if you're going to see tomorrow. And what if you're not seeing tomorrow? What if whatever places you find yourself happens to be your scorecard happens to be the previous day or a day before you die? So your actions for that day before you die, if they use that to judge you, you should say you go do well. So probably in that place now they come from, like, I can't put values on things when where they put values on, my value system change. So I know say the country hard, I know say we all need money, but at the same time, you get your mouth for good all this small you can't, they know say your value system will change. Reality you can't done, or you say, man, age I don't they it will do. I gotta start to do things when they're right. Not you're perfectly gonna be able to achieve that, which is impossible, nobody's perfect. But maybe by the grace of God and Christ in your life, you will be able to achieve such. That is just the only way, because we're too damn imperfect to understand how perfection is about. So okay, may I leave that by the wayside. So my commander boys, my commander guys. Okay, let me talk about the main issue: the VDM, the D1, and the NEDU. Now, D1 went to the Testament podcast. I don't give us breakdown that every topic when they do a topic when both of them don't agree on, say they go talk about it. That aside. Now, there are two things why I feel they talk about the very dark man and trendy topic. Like, if you want trend on social media, you define one ways to take trend. Use something relating to very dark man. It go score you some views. I've tried that though. I've tried that on my ex. It will score you some views. Like, there'll be difference between when you do not use him than when you use him. So it gets platform big. So talking about him also can make you number one. It's an interesting topic that everybody wants to know. Everybody wants to talk. So it's interesting, number one. You see the gaps and off it. Two, it will give you traffic because it's interesting. Three, it will make you trend. In whether you trend back way or front way, it's going to give you that. See the ways things when you don't achieve. So now, why they discuss very dark man? And I want to just pick one of few things when I observe from D1 himself. D1 is a rare gem to me. Like, it's so painful that he never achieved what he's supposed to achieve with the level of education, exposure, and information when you don't gather. Because it's someone with D1, with his own personality, persona, and everything, when make D1 was from America. D1 for don't blow well, as the D1 for they are like the top 10 best comedian in America. That's for sure, because of the guy smart. So it takes a smart person to understand D1 to be able for D1. See, D1 they in the categories of comedians one go place with Alibaba. That there's a level of information you supposed don't gather to fit crack for Alibaba to fit crack your bone. Because not be everybody go film laugh for Alibaba jokes. That is the reason why the kind MC, the kind shows when they go MC, you go tell the classes of individuals when they're there, because not only if you understand it's kind of joke. That's the level I place D1. D1, if you know, you get level of information when you need to get before you go feel D1 feel crack. D1 is funny, is a good guy, and from his now I want to talk about behavioral traits now. From D1, body language is use of tone, is the sound, the way it sound, the word stress, and every other thing. If you check them out, you'll know say if you look D1, you'll know say what this guy they talk comes from two things. Largely factual, based on the information when he don't get. That means the thing when they tell you so now based on the information, now the truthfulness of the information when you don't get. Just like person when be Christian, your level of operation is the amount of information when you don't get from the Bible and you don't understand. Now you go feel amount to how you want to respond. Then you go determine your response. That is just what I could tell with his body, D1 body. So that every information when they talk now, the truthfulness of the information when they get, that is one. So not be basically say every information when it tell you the information is truthful, but the information when you don't receive, the truthfulness of the information is very high from all these things when I mentioned. That is one. Not that all the informations are true. Also, there's a thing from is also is use of tonation and word stress, where they stress some phrases and sounds and words. You tell say it don't beef this VDM for one side. Maybe the VDM not live to expectation. The way VDM take come on board, not be the way if you say want to come. Like probably if they say VDM the trend pass them. If they say VDM when just come yesterday, never put a lot of input to determine the output when they enjoy. There's so many things that will play out. I can't tell. I just throw these options out. Also, it can also be that VDM don't do something when don't trigger D1 to the vex. So all these things plays in this tonation, word stress, body language, eye contact, and how it not be gesticulate. I better they call that word. It's everything about him. So now, it is see him like that. See behavior. So, but you not ask, okay, why despite all these things when D1 spill out about VDM, VeryDarkMan? Oh boy. Why VeryDarkMan no attack D1 the way to follow up with NEDU? NEDU not really talk much. NEDU was kind of see. Okay, I don't explain D1 level so now in terms of individual. Let me focus on NEDU. Let me go to NEDU. I'm not speaking from the point that I know NEDU. I'm speaking from the point that informations when I fit don't reach my ear based on maybe a rumor, based on I watch, or based on NEDU talk, all those kind of things. And not be say I know anything about NEDU. I practically don't know. I feel just wait how they talk and I just nonsense. So talk hard, cha. Okay, NEDU success in SM, social media, or any platform is based on its levels of input. If you look the years when NEDU match reach where it did now, so now they command this kind of crowd that there's no week when they do not the trend based on the Honest Bunch podcast. That is one thing about NEDU does it very well. He's a smart guy and he know his onions. Like it does it very well that if Honest Bunch is trending, I'm trending also. And if I'm always trending every week, I'm building traffic for myself. A lot of interest, they come my place. I got to get brands, they get this, get this. So, see that guy good. NEDU is good, man. I feel speak on NEDU for like 2 hours just based on the information small information I just get. Like, you really make me think of so many things. Now, if you observe an Honest Bunch podcast, you discover that I just don't, nearly 2 of their podcasts I don't really watch. I watch podcasts a lot, but I don't need to pay attention to what they do because I get where they come from and what I want to try to achieve with this. So, NEDU, if you watch from the Testament, the Honest Bunch podcast, you would observe that the controversial questions are always asked by Nedu for two purposes, possibly. That anytime this Honest Bunch podcast is trending, because I'm asking the controversial questions, I will also be trending. So, and possibly it is a way of exposing each of them when be the podcaster a level of their behavior and area of maybe interest, maybe how they think no get information rich, because the husband, what was this, the man, the other guy that I've always put on card, the husband man, sorry, I don't, the husband, the other guy, the black guy, always does the introduction. It comes to the point whereby he's always saying things that are acceptable by majority, like, people know they too fall time. So that is one way. So they do us ask controversial questions so it can trend, and the Honest Boss can trend, and it's always relevant. It's good when I get good side about. You see, podcast hard. Podcast past television, because you have to say something that is interesting, trending, and okay. So why they work on this, or they talk about this thing is there are so many things that we need to start realizing. It's obviously that these individuals, so they get big platform, or they get platform when we say it is high time that we start paying attention to things that are very relevant, things that of high interest, especially at this age when we the age when we say Nigeria is youthful. Average population of Nigeria is 18 years, and at this age is also the age of productivity. That at this age, anybody when they grow would fear achieve anything. It is high time that would focus more on what is important. And see, Nigeria have a lot of work we need to do. There are a lot of work we need to do as a country. That we need to start using our platform to do the right work, to begin a process whereby we start creating a change. And a change starts with, see, VDM gets a very big platform, and because people buy into his own way, everybody gets your way and calling. And there are some people who practically would want to do something bad, but at the same time they don't want to do it because they know say people go tell VDM about what they do, and they go the trend, and if it leads to so many things, and they not fit handle what it go leads to, so they'll stay away from there. So these are platform. And also D1 says something which I want to call it, which I think is also false about VDM. I'm in a way trying to be judgmental, but I just discovered that the things that D1 was saying that were really not actually factual. Maybe they are not factual. One was, he say VDM is very tribalistic. VDM is religiously biased. See, number one, first I want to rule out, I'm not religious or tribal, into religious or tribal bigotry. I'm not into that. I don't believe in such. I believe in nationalism. I believe Nigeria as one. I see my brothers in the north as my brothers, and my brothers in the east and the west as one. I know they see anybody separately. They relate with everybody as one Nigeria, because the problem when Nigeria they face right now, and probably when not get tribalistic. They do also now. Say they separate, and like they affect people differently than the way they affect other people. Say some people just because of the tribe where they come from, they know they suffer too much. So the suffering is everywhere. It's in the north, it's in the south, it's in the east, it's in the west. It is time for us as a youthful country to come together and work together in harmony, and try in a way to always stand firmly as Nigerians, so that we destroy the system when one make us become one of the poorest countries in the world. You know about persons when be internal displaced persons, IDP, that in Nigeria, their country, they are displaced because of people don't go into their locality as same Nigerians. So brothers and brothers don't go into their locality as bandits, kidnappers, and Boko Harams and terrorist group. Don't go there. Don't go kill so many people that it don't cause issue. Don't make all of them run come up for their place. They are displaced as a result of insecurity. There are a lot of issues that we need to start talking about and pay attention, be more focused about these issues that are our realism. And focus about all these things we want to talk about trending. Both celebrities, everybody need to come on the board and start holding people accountable. And also we start working in changing our perception about a lot of things. Because truth be told, if we fail as a country right now to start creating changes, we all have children now. Who are those going to suffer the repercussion of all our actions? Our children. So the only way you can show you truly love your children is by doing the needful now. Create a change in your little ways. Open ways for yourself. Allow good ideas. Might not to put myself for a tight corner because I don't pronounce word. And start living rightly and start seeing one another as one and start seeing, because if I see you as my brother, why I go on kill you? Why I go on use you to do one or two? That is the simplicity in Bible. You say love yourself. Love your neighbor as you love yourself, because you're not going to do harm to yourself. So meaning if you love your neighbor as you love yourself, you're not going to do harm to your neighbor. There's our time that we start seeing one another as one, that we have a collective battle to fight, and it's not with ourselves. There are a lot of things where they affect Nigeria, the prosperity of Nigeria, that if we stop, if we ignore the things that are important and pay attention to things that are not important, we're not going to achieve all those things, and we go suffer, and our children go suffer. I don't know anybody we're ready for that, though. That is one of the reasons why this platform, I want to see, maybe, please, VDM NEDU and DEEONE, cut the chase, man. Let's leave at one. More use our platform to fight the battles we need to fight. VDM, one way they try by himself. And I want to correct that impression. You're saying that it is always tribalistic. It feels the Igbos. No. The first person VDM called, or first brand when VDM really called and made him trend, now be Jenny's Glow. And funny enough, Jenny's Glow and VDM are from the same state, Edo State. VDM is from Edo State. So you talk about him being religiously biased. No, I don't think so. If my affiliation or identify myself as a Christian, I should pay attention to what Christianity does. I should live a life that reflects Christianity, because that is what Christianity is about. So that the other people who believe in something else or who have other religions will see my characterization and want to come to be like me. So you don't antagonize. That is the reason why that level went up for France during when all those Olympics and when they do all those things with all those many things. You see, although I was very angry that some of our general overseers over here not call out those people because of, I don't know why, but Christianity, they Christians, they like code, they like the receiving end of matter. They know they like one retaliate, because that is just, we live like Christ. You see, even why Christ was dying, or why Christ even on the cross, why somebody they receive the repercussion of his consequences, the repercussion of his action. While on the cross, he said, Christ, please, I believe in you. Can you remember me? And Christ said, Alpha, I can remember you. Don't worry, my paradise you can't enjoy. On the cross. That forgiveness is what Christianity is embodied with. No matter the pain you're going through, you just let go, even if that person don't really deserve forgiveness. That is the beauty of Christianity. So if VDM identify as a Christian, so he needs to focus on that direction and attack those. Should I use the word attack? No, wrong. Criticize those who he feels that are not doing things right. Now, normal thing now. If you did for family, and your family not they try, you go to call them out now. No, normal thing. So you be saying, see, it is not time for us to cause division. It's not time to make people feel, oh, VDM, oh, I think he's true. Oh, no, I'm a Muslim. I'm not going to support him. No. We shouldn't do that. We should use our platform, our individual platform, to harmonize Nigeria, to make Nigeria one. If nobody know, I don't know VDM calling. That might just be his calling, to call out people. See, you don't get anybody when VDM don't call out. When not they do what he call them out. It might not be 100% right, but that say is 80% wrong. No. Anybody want? Do you know where VDM the source information from? If he gets on you, he gets on you. There are facts in what he's going to tell. That make people not the one make it talk about them, because they don't see the thing when this guy will talk about. Now real deal. And it to an extent, it doesn't get one way went from VDM side. They don't cut down some people when supposed to take advantages of others. So I don't think he's been biased though. So, but I'm not really focused on. I'm not supporting anybody here. Everybody get their own flaws. If I want really analyze and go past another 1 hour. Like if I start to analyze their own flaws, NEDU flaws, VDM, this. It is high time that we use our platform to create change in Nigeria. It's not high time to destroy ourselves. We're not going to achieve anything if we destroy ourselves. Now, train and make people laugh at us. It's high time we start doing what is right, and we start making people feel that this country gets future. Because, okay, think now. You just say, with the way things when they happen for the country, and many things when they happen, the insecurity, the many things when they happen, and exploitation of Nigerians, and the level of the society where beside now the society is now divided, is now between the oppressed and the oppressor. It now looks like and feel like we are in a totalitarian state. Like everybody now big give us, like people don't really care what they do. They don't pay attention to many things when they're supposed to. They pay attention with too. And see, it is not time for us to cause division. Everyone should start using this platform to do something good, because you don't come this life without a purpose. There's an essence why you're like, yeah, there's a particular role you need to play. There's a particular role you need to play. Don't be like the man who wants to heed his talents because he felt that the master they take advantage of him. Say no, I not go invest or I go bury him if he come out give him the way he be. Don't be like that. Because when the master comes, he's gonna ask you, Alpha, the level when I give you, what to use and do? You say, I bet no. Now that thing that they go for judge you with. So it is time for us to start doing what is right as a country, and start working in harmony, and start building a bridge among us, and not creating division, which I really don't like what so many people are doing online, who are using their platform to be controversial and just call out names of one particular person, like because you feel I need to destroy this person by all means. What are you going to gain? See, killing not be say you carry tools, go meet somebody, you shoot them. That be only killing. No, killing, you kill with your mouth. That is why the Bible says the power of life and death lies in the tongue. You can kill with your mouth. So be mindful of why the toxin I be like say I be sent. I just did deal holy bro. My own day, my body. But one thing about it is changes comes when you speak about it, because in words are powerful. Words are like digital imprint. As you talking like that, they become formation. When they come, they rest on your body. They change some things inside your body, and as the words they come out from your mouth, based on saying that you they talk and they change some things inside your body. Over time, you just discover say there are things you just stop doing because really they freak you the way they freak you before. So that is why words are very important. So Nedu VDM and DEEONE should just call it quit on this, man. Let's use our platform to build Nigeria, make Nigerians to realize the social media space is built with a lot of disinformation. Like the amount of disinformation on social media space is close to 90%. And rumors have truth. Rumors have a level of factual element, but at the same time, rumor na rumor. Even if it gets small factual element, no mean say lies not the inside. It lies the inside, and lies full and pass. So that's so just the social media space. Let's be mindful of what we say. Sometimes things comes out the way they were not really meant for it to come out. Although people get devilish and so kind mind when we say they really be something else and they don't really care. They want do they don't really send. And being saying that Nedu slept with the girl and the girl come out saying no, Nedu asked me out, he wanted to sleep with me, he wanted to do this. See. Okay, let me ask you a simple question. Are they not persons who right now as celebrity, like maybe A+ celebrity or A+ actresses, I don't want to call any names, I don't even know any names though, that you would want to weigh in and you think they don't do some kind thing just to climb the ladder of being a celebrity, that they don't do some kind shit? You think they are not celebrities right now, living right now like this? So you think if they are celebrated like that, and some of these persons don't say this auntie pass this road, they do this one. You know, say some people don't say, okay, this is the pass this road, I also need to give in this way to climb the ladder. And apart from that, there are people who just want to not really care about what they pay. They go want to see, not be boys they commit, they do rituals. You just see they don't know the consequences of engaging in such art. That some don't know say the DB amount, the whatever go out and say, you'll be very rich, you have money to do whatever thing you want to do, but you have just 20 years to live. And they'll say, wow, 20 years, 20 years still far. I did 20 now, 20 years I did 40, no worry, I bet do it's still people know that do those kind of stuff, and they don't really care about the consequence. So forget about that one. I'm not saying what Nedu is right. Saying Nedu asking if that happens to be true, which I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's fair, that it's true, but the truth is, people will go any length to be whatever thing they want to be. Because, okay, let's assume he really said those things. Say, okay, Alpha, if you know yourself, and you really know, say you not go compromise, you go tell them and say, no, please. There's a way you word off someone, you not go repeat the word again. And you not go just talk about it, you don't let it go because you not pass like that. But now, so now everybody they come out, they can't talk this because they want to trend, they want to say this, give this opinion because they want trend, they want to do this. No, now. I know it's difficult though. I know we are going through a situation in Nigeria whereby I just find a way to get there. It's difficult, bro. Nigeria hard, man. Nigeria hard though. I make all of us need to just start to do ourselves well. Make it for hard for our children. Like I did like things when I did say about Nigeria the next 5-10 years, things that if we don't really do what is needful, we don't people stay for the country. Like, we don't fit. There are so many forces. It's just God's grace when they keep us. Not because say our religious leaders they try. Some of them are failing. They don't put money and material materialism in front of them. You don't make them they blinded. They're not going to see the truth again as being truthful enough. Because the gospel is in a simple form. See, the gospel is about Christ, and anything you speak that contradicts what Christ all laid down, not be the gospel. Even if you call yourself the general overseer of them all, the general overseer, does not mean that whatever thing you're saying is true. I go to talk say, if you not give so offering, you not get like this from God. God not be a man. God not be a man. When you need to give something to get something, he said, for God so loved the world. His definition of love the world was in relationship with the sacrifice he gave, which is Jesus Christ. The love you express, see, the definition of him giving Jesus Christ to die for us is like this. He not do it because say una two they on the same level, say you be a friend. He do it because say you not be a friend, you be enemy, supposed to kill you, and it's justifiable. But because I just want these people, I love them, and he gave his all. They can't say somebody when he kill his pikin for his enemy, go can't ask you for money, make you take chop. No, now. So it's just so painful that our religious leader don't allow materialism. I don't know why that word they had me to pronounce. Materialism to cloud them, and they know they preach the right message. Now, anything when they preach, they cut into. There's nothing. There is nothing like prosperity message. Not be saying one pastor tell me that one I'm waiting. I don't know for a very long time. There's nothing like prosperity. Say you God, if you sow seed, if you do this, God will give you. God, not a function like that. A not day in God functionality to function like that. God does not need anything for you to do anything for you. But we are so blinded. See, one of the problem of Nigeria is the problem of our religious leaders. Our religious leaders might be our problem. They lie to us. They bend the gospel, not the gospel. They bend the Bible and preach things just to satisfy their own, to make them achieve their own selfish gain. So they'll penta like this. Okay, how long do you want to live? Okay, okay. Now you be Elon Musk. More say you when they want kill yourself, lie with prosperity message. Okay, take the position. Now you be Elon Musk. Now you get $250 billion. Or you're waiting to achieve. You want buy life. Okay, the money when you get now, so now you feel buy tomorrow. Oh yeah, take all the billions for the world. If you buy tomorrow, okay. As you don't get money rich now, you know how your tomorrow be. Like, you know the next second of your life. Like, who tell you say tomorrow you go there alive? This our religious leader. Who told us say tomorrow? All of them they preach prosperity message. They preach lie message. You yourself, you know see the message and preach that lie message. And you know see the way they go so now because of your materialistic approach to the gospel of truth. You always get gain from the gospel when you're supposed to preach. It don't make you don't say you be false prophet. You will lie to yourself. Somebody will say, I don't know whether that's true, say a man of God said, don't expect a man of God to gift you. If a man of God gifts you, you're depriving yourself from God's blessing. Man, what did you say? Are you serious? Are you being real? Like, you mean them? And it's so amazing to know that Nigerians go out like they see somebody, you see white, especially they tell you this white when you they see with this your eyes so when clear, where like this white now black, and now one make you know saying this white when you they see as your eye be like this, so now black, and you say yes, now black, and you they see on your eye they tell you say now white. See, I know they too blame them. There are some persons when we say if you tell them the truth, they don't feel accept them. If you tell them say go, your how Jesus they talk am, your faith has made you whole. Don't say a lie. It's not clear. I not just do anything, just say my faith has made me whole. Ta! Jesus not real. Like they believe say until they give before they get. There are people like that. They don't believe say if you tell them your faith has made you whole, they go. Now lie. So it's not this pastor not fake pastor. I talk am. This pastor say this pastor not fake. Real man of God, you toss my buy anything or yeah. Go say my buy key, my buy tissue paper, my buy bread and butter, my coconuts for church. It's crazy, man. The bottom line is, so the persons I just spoke about, I before no one really talk about these people. I know I really just talk about them. But anyway, just to talk about them. Okay. See, it don't make sense. Let's use our platform to create change in Nigeria, guy. Some of them I know the kind of things when they happen for Nigeria already. Let's use our platform. Make them know you. Till today, the only NAFDAC director I know so far, that be that woman. I don't know why the name just escaped me like this. So, and I know her because good name is better than riches. Not be say riches no sweet, like not get anybody no like money, but don't put value there. Don't put value on it. Don't put value on it. Of course, money is good. Money gives you happiness. Not let anybody lie to you. Not lie. Money gives you happiness. Money makes you feel comfortable about it. It makes you feel good about yourself. See, the beauty, there's a feeling you get when if you get some kind of funds for your account, you just like, you see the amount of money you get, you can't eat. Like, just thinking about our funds makes you have some kind of things for your body when your body go to react in a way that you just, you the fat or you the fresh, but you not be food. You just have a kind of, man, like you breathe down. So, but do not put value on it. And funny thing about one thing I know about all these things when money if you give you is like, if you not put your face, if you not put attention to it, it start coming. True. Obviously, I get the money, but I don't often I say be like when you can't put money, you can't be very desperate. You can't take some kind of desperate step. Because you take desperate step, you to say not like that, now that money to come. Not be like that though. You just fast forward the time when the money is supposed to come. Not say the money not go for come. Because say we are too blinded to see what tomorrow holds, which is true. You don't know what tomorrow holds for you, and it makes you want to take some desperate act. It's true though. How many people decide their houses they jackpot out of desperation? The Nigerian government calls them for us. They want they want to make all of us run come out for the country, but they not go succeed. But it also falls down on us. The truth is, it falls down on us because this political elite, they not force us. Now we sell our vote ourselves. We are the Esau in the story. Now we sell our vote. And we collect money for them. Because if you know waiting tomorrow vote for you and you know say I need to do what is right, you know take the money when they take from there. I don't tire to talk this talk, man. Okay, I'll call it a day for this VDM. I love you. NEDU, I love you. The one I love you. Please just use your platform. Let's unite and change this Nigeria before Nigeria changes also. Peace out. No. Peace out. Cheers.
Yeah, instead it be them, let it be me. Since I will die, inevitably, then let it be, that it be said, when I am dead. Some other was free, some other was fed, some other not me, was able to see that long as we live inside of a country where no one is safe, no one is safe. We only evade, try to escape the imminent doom, but closer the date looms. It comes for all. If we must go, then at least when we fall, when